how do you feel about the concept that we've added 2 more survivors to Order 66? It feels like every time we get a new show that takes place in this time period, we add more Jedi that have survived Order 66. And that's kind of got a lot of people going back and forth. I don't want to say there's a bunch of like hatred for it, but it is the concept of like Order 66 was supposed to take out most of the Jedi. Now, we already knew, even when Order 66 happened, that not every Jedi was killed. But now it feels like every single time we want to introduce a Jedi, that means that it's more Jedi that survived Order 66.
Well, I think you have to kind of expect that. Like, if people get upset about that, I want you to think about this for a minute. They are clone troopers, and yeah, they did some damage, but there you gotta expect that there are some Jedi, some Padawans, a lot of them that are going to get out. Hell, that's the whole point of what the Inquisitor characters are there for, is to hunt down remaining Jedi to finally finish the Order. You're not going to execute Order 66 and eliminate all of them. You can eliminate most of them, but you're not going to eliminate all of them because it's just not possible. There are a ton of Jedi. They can use the Force. There is a more logical decree that you're going to be able to escape the clone troopers. Order 66 was a massacre, yes, but it's not absolute in destroying all of the Jedi. I think anybody who believes that is actually insane. The only reason we should have believed that is because that's what Revenge of the Sith kind of built up in saying, oh, Yoda and Obi-Wan were the only 2 survivors of Order 66. That was the only time we ever would have had it. But now we've got books and shows and things that have branched out of that lore, and it kind of makes sense. Why would they be the only 2 to survive? There clearly have to be more.
Well, and I think your point is very apt of like, these are clone troopers. There's only 2 ways that clone troopers can defeat a Jedi. 1, numbers. Outnumber them and you win. 2, the element of surprise. And we see both of those in Order 66 in the movies. That's really the only way that we see it. Yoda senses that the clones are going to betray him, and that's how he survives, because he's fucking Yoda. Obi-Wan, he's Obi-Wan. It was a very similar thing. But with a lot of Jedi, if they weren't around clone troopers at the time of Order 66, it would be a hell of a lot easier for them to get away. And then, yeah, again, that's what the Inquisitors are for. The Inquisitors are there as an answer to the remaining Jedi. Otherwise, the Inquisitors wouldn't be a thing. So yeah, I think that's a very apt point. And I don't have a problem with them introducing more surviving Jedi from Order 66.